Hey y'all, my name is Mallory Paulino from Stay at Home Mallory. I post all kinds of homemaking and cleaning content, and today's video is going to be a before vacation clean with me. We leave for vacation in 1 or 2 days, I don't remember honestly, and we've had like a lazy weekend, and then I realized that we have like hardly any time left before we go. I haven't packed, I haven't cleaned, and I absolutely hate coming home from vacation to a dirty house. So I really wanted to get it cleaned up because the last thing I want to do when we get home from vacation, especially a 10-hour road trip, is to clean the house or worry about a dirty house or worry about not having clean dishes or clean clothes. That's the last thing I want to worry about. So we're gonna go ahead and get that all done now. That way it's nice and easy for us when we get back.
So you'll probably notice that today's video is a little bit longer than I normally try to keep my videos, but that's because the house today was an absolute mess, so I had to start at one end of the house and work my way to the other. I haven't had to do a good clean like that in a little while, but that's why today's video is a little bit longer. I'm going to try and speed things up. I'm going to try and cut things where I can. That way it's not too repetitive or too boring, but this will give you tons of cleaning motivation. And as you can tell, I'm starting in the master bedroom. We've got lots of clean laundry that needs to be put away. So I'm going to tidy up first, then we're going to put some laundry away in here. And today I decided to go with the method that I have been kind of using, where I start in one room and clean that one room start to finish, including the floors and everything, instead of doing the floors, all the floors at once at the end. I just think it's a little bit easier and I don't have to move my camera around quite so much because I was in a rush trying to get the house clean before vacation, so it worked out perfect. Now for all that clean laundry I mentioned, I'm going to sort through it now and see what needs to be put in the dresser versus what needs to be hung up. And then I'm going to make that pile disappear instead of making y'all watch me put away socks and underwear for 5 minutes straight. And like I said a second ago, we're going to make this pile here disappear. And then we are going to do the same with the hang-up clothes. I really wish putting away laundry was that easy because that is my absolute least favorite chore ever, is putting away the laundry. I don't mind washing it and drying it. It's putting it away that I absolutely cannot stand. But anyways, now we're gonna move into the bathroom. I'm gonna use paper towels in here, that way I can just throw them away because I don't like using reusable cloths in the bathroom. It's just kind of gross. Sometimes I do because I just forget, honestly, but I try to use paper towels in the bathrooms instead. But we're just gonna wipe everything down in here, that way it's nice and clean and no yucky germs are sitting for like a week while we're gone. Now I'm going to wipe down a few surfaces in the bedroom, and then we're going to do the floors, and then we are all done in here. Now you guys can finally see me clean this room because it's actually clean enough to walk into after the last video, I think it was the clean out of this room. But anyways, the Christmas tree was still in here like I showed in that video, so the kids had gotten into it and we're trying to put up the Christmas tree in here. So I'm gonna pick that up, and there were just a few little things in the floors in here that the kids had brought in, and I have their trampoline and slide in here just so they can play in here because they really like being in this room now. But I'm gonna vacuum up the floors because some of the fake snow from our tree got everywhere, and that's about it in this room. It wasn't very messy, and I am determined to keep it that way. Also, I did go change shirts because by this point I was about to have a heat stroke in that hoodie. And right here, I ran out of the room because this is when I realized that Elijah had taken his diaper off and then gone to the potty. So if you guys have kids, especially ones that like to take their diapers off and do their business all over the place, please let me know, what did you do to help stop that? You'll see later in this video that I do put him in a onesie, but we've only got long sleeve onesies in his size, and I can't find his size onesies in stores anywhere. I'm about to order some online, and that seems to be helping. But if you guys have any other tips or tricks for keeping your kids' diapers on them, please let me know. We are looking into potty training because I've heard that can be a sign of them being ready to potty train, but he's still only 1 right now. But we are trying absolutely everything we can to get him to stop. Now that I've got the hall cleaned up a bit, I'm going to get this bathroom cleaned up. The bathrooms were two of the main places, the bathrooms and the kitchen were the main places that I wanted to make sure were nice and clean before we left, because I didn't want any bathroom germs or any kitchen germs sitting while we were gone for this long, because I would be scared to see what that would be like when we got back. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and clean. My husband had trimmed his beard, so that's what is all of this in the sink. I'm going to get that out, and then we're going to scrub everything down in here just like we did in the last bathroom. Brooklyn's bedroom wasn't bad at all. There was just a few things that they had pulled out of the closet, so I'm just going to pick those couple things up and then do the floors, and that was it in here. It was really easy. And this is as far as we got today. So now we are on to day 2. This day I focused on the living room and the kitchen, and we're just going to continue the process just like we did in all the other rooms. We're going to get it all picked up and cleaned up, then we're going to wipe everything down, then we're going to do the floors. This was my first time getting to use this attachment again after finding it because it had been missing for months, and it was so much easier to do it this way instead of just trying to use like the vacuum with no attachment. That was like hardly working, and there were so many crumbs built up in the cracks of the couch that I just couldn't get out. But now it's all clean, and it's so nice to have that attachment back. I know it sounds dramatic to be this excited about an attachment for your vacuum, but it's the little things. Now we're gonna clean up in the kitchen, and I promise it wasn't quite this bad when it started. I make more of a mess as I go because I'm moving things out of the rooms and just putting them all in one giant pile. So that's why this looks like such a mess. It was a mess before I started, but not this bad. But we're gonna go through that. We're gonna take out trash, toys, laundry, just sort through everything and get that all to where it belongs. I'm gonna vacuum this half of the kitchen now, and then we're gonna do the other half when I move into that area. And it may sound weird, but I was just trying to move the camera as little as possible, honestly, because I was in a huge rush to this day because this was right before we left for vacation. So I was in a really big rush, so I'm just gonna do this half of the kitchen, and then when we move the camera to the other half, I will do that half of the floor. And when you move into this side of the kitchen, you have literally every dirty dish on the planet sitting on our countertops. We had had a lazy weekend. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but we had had a lazy weekend right before this, and then it just hit me in the face that suddenly we were about to leave for vacation in like one more day. So I had So much stuff to clean up in so little time. I'm gonna load as many dishes into the dishwasher as I can, but obviously we have way too many and they won't fit. So after I get these dishes loaded, I'm going to hand wash the rest of them, but I'm going to skip over that process because it took forever and I didn't want it to bore you guys, and this video is already long enough. So this is where we are going to make the rest of those dishes disappear. And then we're going to finish cleaning up the rest of the kitchen. That's going to be all for today's video. If you made it this far, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and if it gave you cleaning motivation, please give this a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and I will see you next time. Bye!